the document and letter function. We figured that we want to put all the information in our database. This is easy to find for us, for other people who may be networking with us. So we created this document letter function. It's been designed so that you can replace basically a Word document, and you can export the information and you can send them as an email, and I will show you how that works. Now, since we have this function under the admin tab, we just right now assume we are sending this to people we already know, people we have already put in our contacts. I put a contact which first test, last test. This is how I test things. It's not very creative, but it helps me to identify the fields. Now, if we have obviously you have a real address and real information. If you create a letter, you may want to send it to that person here from that list. If you have more contacts entered, then this list will be a little bit larger. So, for example, we send it to this person. We decide to give it a category or a project name, purchasing, which you can change. You can also call it memo is maybe a good title here. Since this is not in the list, again, this menu pops up. We can create another project category, which is called memo. I took it. It puts today's date in there already. Let's see if we have already some titles. No, we don't have a main title. Let me call it, just for the heck of it, main title. And it doesn't find it, so I will add another title. Obviously, you may have something which is called sales related, something sales related in the subtitle. You may have the product related thing, so I'll call it here subtitle, which it doesn't identify, so I will add this to this too. And I choose it from the list. Reference, my first letter, chapter. Let me do this chapter 1 because I want to show you where chapter 1 and chapter 2 really starts, that you get a feel for it. And this is the intriguing part of this. And the closing sentence will be maybe, thanks for all your time. Automatically it puts in a sincerely yours. It puts my name in there, which actually does not come from here. This is already kind of a duplication. It would come from here, so from my company information. And then I put keywords in there, so I can find this letter much easier. So my keyword may be tutorial, and I will show you why. And then maybe first letters, something I want to remember it by. Okay, I have created this now. Let's see how the formal printout would look like. And here it puts for my contacts the information. I click on this so you can see it better. All the information from my contacts, and this is for my company. All my information from my company. So it's creating basically a letterhead, if you will. It puts automatically an ID in there. It tells you the reference number, from who it's been sent, the date, and here's chapter 1, 2, 3. If I had put more on the chapter 1, let's do it for fun. See how it changes. This belongs to chapter 1, and I will put a little bit here too, which you have not to. You don't have to use this, but this belongs to chapter 2, just to see what it does, what the change will be. Click here again, and you'll see that it extends it. So if you have a huge amount of text and it doesn't fit in one field, you can split it basically up in multiple fields. That's the idea of it. Document 1 and page 1 of 1. Nice is also that you will be able to find it really quick in this tab, if you are searching for documents later, it will come up here. Doesn't show unless I put F5 to refresh it basically. And there's my chapter 1, chapter 2, which I have entered in there. And in another tutorial I'll indicate it how you can filter and find certain documents. But if you create all your documents through this, you send it as an email. Here's how it would look like if you send it as an email. We changed a little bit the format because you don't need it to have it that formal. And you can send it as an email. You can choose from all these formats. And it will put it in your default Outlook program or default email program. This takes a little while now to pop up, but there it is. Imagine you're writing hundreds and hundreds of documents. It will be later on really nice to go and find them back quick, and this is what it's been intended for. If you do it through your database, you will be able to find these documents you've created from here, but also through sales. There's another document option, and in purchase as well, and they are directly associated to your sales or your purchase account. You can find these documents quickly back here. And if imagine you are making you're putting up a new task and you want to, which is maybe an old task, but you put them up new, something 2 or 3 years ago. Here you can find everything associated to the keywords you have put in there before, and then you can find all these documents back, and then you can read through them really quick and get a quick picture, an easy picture, who was associated with this particular keyword. Admin related, purchase related, sales related. That's why we prefer to put documents in here, and we think this is a super efficient tool. These are the navigation buttons, gets you to the next document, a new one. You can delete old ones. If you've archived them, then you'll see them here, or you can see which are active if you have to go through a simple spreadsheet. And that's what I wanted to tell you about documents.